Hello everyone. We are back with our another and the final session for this year's campaign on ecosystem restoration. So welcome back everyone, and if you are new to our channel and this session, please check the link below to view the previous session as well. Without any further delay, let's begin with session 2, the restoration plan. The life-giving heaven that we all call the earth has gone through tremendous changes over the last billion years. All of these changes together have today led to the formation of the dense forest, the vast deserts, open grasslands, the deep seas, and many such unfathomable entities. Each of these marvels of nature has an intricate balance with the animals, plants, bacteria, fungi, and algae, and every other living organism living on the planet. These intricate balances are the result of millions of years of coevolution and interdependence. Like bees that pollinate flowers and trees that provide a home to millions of other animals that live on it. Predators like wolves that prey on deers and help keep the plants of the vicinity safe from overgrazing. And deers that feed on herbs which allow grasslands to thrive by preventing tall trees to take over. These interdependencies happen over the course of millions of years. However, in the past few hundred years, something seemed to disturb these balances. Our species of hairless ape that was able to take over continents of the world and drastically alter the ecosystems that they lived in order to survive. Humans, for the past couple of hundreds of years, have been altering, damaging, and destroying ecosystems worldwide. And it is now that we are able to see the effects firsthand of the destruction that has been done. As we learned in session 1, the problems that we have created may take over decades or even centuries to be solved by Earth's natural processes, and hence the process of eco-restoration may be necessary. Ecosystem restoration is a process of restoring a damaged ecosystem by human intervention. In this video, we are going to learn about the steps that are taken while restoring a damaged ecosystem. The process of eco-restoration may not always be a simple task, since practices that appear to be solutions for an ecosystem may actually be extremely harmful. For example, monoculture or a single species plantation, which may look like a lush green forest, but supports only less than a fraction of biodiversity a forest ecosystem may actually support. And hence, the application of a proper step-by-step implementation of a well-designed eco-restoration plan is necessary. It is a process of bringing a system back to its original state or similar to its original one, and by that we mean the native flora and fauna. However, we also need to keep in mind that eco-restoration is not a silver bullet solution that will fix all the problems, but rather one of the many steps that we need to take alongside conservation of the undamaged ecosystems that exist and is not an excuse to further damage natural environments. Ecosystems are dynamic and complex systems. No two ecosystems are alike, and hence the solution is required to restore different forms of ecosystem involving different steps. The processes of a general layout can be chalked out while planning a restoration. The first step while restoring an ecosystem is to know and understand the ecosystem that needs to be restored And this is necessary because, as we mentioned before, every ecosystem is different and it needs different steps and processes to be restored. The best way to understand an ecosystem is through a reference ecosystem. Now, a reference ecosystem can be any ecosystem nearby which is similar in structure to the one that needs to be restored. Community structure is one such factor of the ecosystem that can be understood with the help of reference ecosystem. The community structure includes both abiotic and biotic factors that are present within an ecosystem as well as their interaction. Once we have understood an ecosystem with the help of a reference ecosystem, we can assess the level of degradation. By doing so, we are able to measure how much resilience does the ecosystem have and how will it be restored further. Resilience actually means the ability to return to its original state. So based on the amount of resilience that the given ecosystem has, plans for physical or chemical modification may be required. Sometimes even introduction of desirable species and extermination of undesirable or invasive species that may harm the ecosystem may be required. Now, the next step is to set clear, measurable goals that can be achieved with the help of the plans that were decided based on understanding of the reference ecosystem. The plan is to aim for full recovery as much as possible. This can be done by integrating scientific method in the process as well. The only way to restore an ecosystem using the steps that we have provided in the video is by involving local community who are also the stakeholders of the native ecosystem. Since without scientific knowledge and involvement of the community, the process of eco-restoration cannot be done. Now, we have seen how the restoration planning is done. Let's also look at a few live examples of eco-restoration around the globe and in our own city of Mumbai itself. Let's begin with session 3 of this year's campaign, that is Restoration Around Us. One such major ongoing eco-restoration project is the Great Green Wall project of Africa, which aims to bring people together, restore degraded land, and promote sustainable development. The Great Green Wall is a movement of epic proportions initiated in 2007 to green the entire width of Africa, a very dry region extending from Senegal to Djibouti. It has been estimated that the Green Wall project covers an area of 780 million hectares. It contributes to and directly supports multiple sustainable development goals that have been endorsed by over many countries. Multiple such projects are ongoing across the globe to help combat the climate crisis. Not too far from our home, we have such examples like the famous Maharashtra Nature Park, which is situated in Mahim. It is an amazing story how a landfill was turned around to be a beautiful nature park. Another such example from Mumbai itself is the Devbagh Garden near Samta Nagar police station in Kandivali. Roughly 1.5 acres of land whose fate was turned around by Nusrat and Afzal Khatri. With the help of NSS students of Thakur College, years of hard work, the couple was able to turn a vehicular junkyard. The initial cleanup itself took more than 3 months by deploying BMC JCB machines that pulled out 18 trucks full of garbage. And it took nearly 4 years to make the green heaven it is today. According to Khatri, the location is significantly more biodiverse than what it was originally, with 35 species of bird, 37 species of butterfly and moth, and various other insects like spiders also are present in the small area, which was back then a junkyard. Such stories of restoration across the globe must act as an inspiration for all of us. If you ever get a chance to visit any of the eco-restored site, please go and inspire other people around you to keep the surroundings clean. Now, bringing this session and this year's campaign series to an end, do check out the description box and take the quiz. Fill the quiz form for your attendance and give us your feedback. I hope you have understood these topics and had fun knowing and listening about them as much as we had while preparing and sharing them with you all. So, what are you waiting for? Change begins from one, and that one is you. Go and rebuild the world for the people and planet around us. Thank you so much, and we'll meet you next year with another theme and another session as well. Till then, be safe and do every bit you can for our environment and our planet.